Before I got involved with Freedom House, I didn't really have any direction.
I was homeless. Couldn't get a job. I did not know what to do.
I had a severe level of apathy.
I thought that because I was raised with nothing, that I'm just going to be nothing. And for my whole life, that's how it was until I realized I can do something.
I hope you understand how much difficulty EMS educators will and do have in 2013 getting people of color to join our ranks.
We have a data set that covers most of the, probably 75% of the students who are in paramedic education across the country right now. And just based on our demographics, it's, I think it's something like 80% white male.
Clearly, there is not equivalent amount of diversity in the workforce for EMS, or certainly the management and operations direction of EMS, compared to the general patient population that EMS serves.
It's very difficult to recruit minorities, and there's not any mentors out there for them. There aren't any individuals that are acting as role models.
There are no Hmong paramedics walking around saying, "Hey, you do this job." There are no Somali paramedics in our case walking around saying, "Why don't you come be a paramedic?"
That's why this documentary is so important.
This particular film is a wonderful opportunity to help teach the diversity that is needed in our EMS community, and a wonderful representation of how some of our founding fathers appreciated that need from the very beginning.
I think if we could show more students this, like our Hispanics population, our Somali population, that maybe they would realize that yes, they can do it.
We've showed this to some of our cadets and some of our students going through. It sparked something in them. It's something that maybe just like the lumber is there, but they just need that spark to start the fire.
If these people back in the 60s, when it first started, these black people got together and were actually able to, you know, save people's lives, were able to do it without even ever having any type of experience, it just makes me realize I can do it. Anybody can do it.
This is a really powerful story, and when I look in the textbooks, this story isn't there. And I think we need to start asking why.
Did the folks at Freedom House get the credit we deserve? I would say not at all.
It was a really significant piece of Pittsburgh's racial history, which has been lost.
I feel very fortunate to have been, to learn about this unwritten chapter of EMS history, which should be the first chapter. And it's good to finally see that, word is getting out about that unique experiment and the repercussions it's had and the innovations that started there that continue today.
When I learned from David Page what he's doing up at Minneapolis and St. Paul, that he was concerned about the minority community and wanted to do something, and found Freedom House as a role model and inspiration for that group, I was deeply affected.
It's really humbling to be their namesake, to be sort of continuing on that tradition. I think our name really fits very well. And I like to think we wear it with pride.
A lot of our members, they are bilingual. It's actually a benefit.
In the back of the ambulance, speaking your own language to a patient and making stand out is very good. Yeah, I make a difference.
The people at the Freedom House have pretty much turned into my family, and they're really the people I rely on because we're all going through the same struggles, we're all doing the same thing, and we can really relate.
Seeing that documentary it motivates me a lot.
They started from nothing, so we kind of connected, or I connected, made a personal connection.
From an introductory point of view, when you have that first night of class, or as even a recruitment tool, obviously this hits the mark.
I think this film, this one here, should be a mandatory view for EMS students, paramedic students, and also for systems all over the nation. It's inspirational. It's fantastic. I love the humor. I love the history, and I love what it does to the community.
I think it's a great opportunity to use that story and the success of what has been going on in St. Paul to carry that to other places.
My life feels so much fuller. I feel like I'm on a path now. I know where I'm going.
I feel like I can do almost anything if I just put my mind to it.
This is what I want to do, and it's definitely given me a direction.